You here today, members, volunteers and staff, have helped to bring the society to where it is today, a trusted and valued organisation working for those in need. Today is not just an opportunity to celebrate our history in Ireland, but to use this occasion to reflect and renew our commitment as we face into yet another period of change. With the efforts in the coming years, we will continue to support and wrap our arms of friendship and love around those in need who seek our help.
I am truly honoured to address you on SVP's 180th anniversary. The truth is, you could only remain the largest voluntary charitable organisation in Ireland if you learned to evolve. And it's clear from everything that Rose was saying that one of the great ways that you have evolved is to cater for the modern Ireland and provide practical support for those in poverty. I'd like to particularly commend you for the way that you dealt with the pandemic of COVID. That's an example of your strength in being able to evolve to meet a particular and very novel and very worrying crisis. But let me end by wishing all of you a wonderful 20 years until you get to your second centennial, and then beyond that, centuries of being part of Ireland as we move forward.
May I once again express my sincere regards and deep gratitude to all the staff and volunteers, past and present, who have contributed to the work of the Society of St. Vincent de Paul here in Ireland. May this occasion inspire renewal, determination, and even greater achievements in the decades ahead.
You can sit, you can talk about complex cases that you're dealing with, and you seek advice. You get advice from a lot of people when you have days like this, and it's days like this everybody loves, and there's a great hum in that room in there, and it's all people talking about what's going on in their area and all at the moment, and to sit and listen about people passionately talking about the people that they help is just, it's unbelievable to be afforded that situation in your life, that you can actually reach out and help people.
I decided to go to work with St. Vincent's, and it was there was no pressure, and I could be myself. I could find myself again.
Yeah.
And it was just me giving back, but it was like in reverse. It used to be a work to live, but now
live to work, yeah, live to work, and now work to live.
Yeah.
But you're thinking books, especially with an English degree now. Each module you need 3 to 4 books, and you're like going into the bookshop in UCD and the bundles are €100 plus. So.
And how is that financed?
Through St. Vincent de Paul, thank God. Now, I didn't even know it existed. My mum approached me and said, Kelsey, Noel's after telling me St. Vincent de Paul offer a bursary, you should go ahead for it. Because then all my worries just kind of washed away.
Like, friendship is just huge. There's a saying in Irish, "An clochas muir the fáidín." It's what it is the biggest bead on your rosary. What's your biggest worry? And by using, this tool, this guide, and, just listening to people, you can find out what their biggest concern, what their biggest worry is. And not all the time can you obviously solve it for people, but you can point them in the direction.
But there's help, and that's the main thing, that there are services out there. People don't always know how to access them, but the staff in there will guide them towards those services. While it's not provided within the drop-in, they will guide you to where it is. Right. And that's very important. They have somewhere to come and just come in and say hello to somebody else.
Our aim is to try to provide a good home, and we're continually doing the same things that you would be doing with your own home, improve the heating, improve the insulation, improve the environment.
We asked one question which really surprised me, to be honest, at the time, and really was a wake-up call, I think, from my perspective, and just trying to understand the wider public. But the question was, are you struggling to pay your bills? 48% of the population said yes. I thought that was quite a staggering finding, to be honest with you. It was particularly prominent amongst those on the lower incomes, so those earning less than 20,000 tend to be much more likely to say that they were struggling with their bills. It was hopefully one of the things that motivated, in addition to the advocacy work of Vincent de Paul, that influenced a change in strategy from the government and the additional budgetary measures that were introduced.
This is such a special event in your history, and it's a testament to the volunteers who tirelessly live by the ethos of the Society. So I want to say a big thank you, a huge thank you to the volunteers for the essential service that you provide to people in need.
Everybody thinks that it's only for the people who are the most destitute. You don't have to be homeless or on the street to require help from St. Vincent de Paul. We would have experience of helping people from all walks of life, and are happy to sit down, listen to and talk to people from all walks of life and provide solutions to whatever their problems are.
Keep going. There is no let up, no day in sight when your work will be done. But in this special year, take time to be proud of all you do in the name of SVP and to be grateful for the gift of one another, working together for a great name and a great cause. Happy anniversary. With every good wish, Mary McAleese.
From the bottom of my heart, I'd like to thank you for all your untiring efforts to help those less fortunate in Ireland. Congratulations for achieving such a tremendous milestone, and I wish you all the very best for the future.
Desde el Consejo General os reitero mis más sinceras felicitaciones y todo mi apoyo y el de la Junta Directiva para que esta labor vicentina continúe por muchos años, siendo un referente de calidad para el resto de los países de la Confederación.
What change you have helped deliver, you and those who have gone before you. So thank you to each and every one of you for your commitment and for your love and your support for those who are most in need in our society.
You, the volunteers for the St. Vincent de Paul, you're so appreciated. And it's usually people in your own community you're helping. Charity begins at home, and nobody does it better than St. Vincent de Paul.
Young people really get involved at an early age, and they see what it's like to be a member of a committee, and they see what an impact they can have if they get together and if they mobilise and do something about it.
Do you think that you're common, or do you think that you're unusual in this world? That you're, in other words, you know what you're doing and you know why you're doing it for all the best reasons. Are you unusual, do you think? Do your friends who don't do anything like this look at you and go, why are you doing that?
It's kind of amazing because you kind of think, how can people kind of put so much time into it?
Yeah.
And you go into society in Trinity and there's a lot of people who do put this amount of time despite being in kind of like very heavy courses and kind of also having active social lives.
It's a wonderful thing to be able to do, so I think in college you have the time to do it, and I think when you have the structure set up, people are really willing and eager.
Some of my friends don't do it because they feel like they can't, or they're too scared, but like I'm just like, why not? Like I don't really care what people think about it.
Good for you.
So darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, stand by me. Oh, stand now, stand by me, stand by me.
The trouble we're running into at the moment is the lack of volunteers. The only reason I'm in the Vincent de Paul for so long is that every so often there's new people come in and bring a vibrancy to the organisation, and we haven't existed 180 years without having new people joining.
I won't shed a tear just as long as you stand by me. So darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa.
So if you are interested in this, becoming a volunteer, it's contact svp.ie online and all the details will be there.